What's up, you guys? It's your boy Blair.
And Sadé.
And you guys, welcome back to Over the BS. We had a little break, but
It's
we're
been a
back.
minute.
In a little minute. It's been like a month, but we had Christmas and New Year's, okay? We had to get our resolutions ready. And one of our resolutions was to have a show dedicated to TikTok. So we thought, who better than to have the queen of TikTok slash Survivor, Lauren
Hello.
Ashley Beck. Hello, love. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me, Sadé and Blair. I love you guys so much. I'm over the BS. You know, I'm
Yes.
obsessed with both of you. So thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate you sincerely.
Of course. I think we all go back in our own ways. Like we all know each other, which is kind of cool. I don't know if we've all known each other before, like in one of our shows. I think this is the first time we actually knew someone mutually.
Yeah, I think so, definitely. But it's funny that we know Lauren separately.
Yeah, I think that's cool too.
But I think it's all hosting, right? Through our hosting community, I think.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the viewers need to know because for one, Lauren has been on Survivor. You may have seen her on Survivor, but I knew her way before
How could
that.
you not have seen her on Survivor? Okay.
Yeah, we all saw her on Survivor.
About you, sis. Okay, let's give her flowers. Okay, let's give her flowers.
Thank you.
You were headline shutting it down. Okay.
I was trying. Thank you, Blair. Thank
You're welcome.
you.
You're welcome. That's the closest thing you're getting to flowers, y'all.
You're so silly.
But not only that, she's a host. And we have to talk about Survivor secrets. Okay, if y'all don't have TikTok, y'all need to be following Miss Lauren Ashley Beck. Now I know your tag isn't Survivor secrets, but it's just at Lauren Ashley Beck, correct?
Yes, at Lauren Ashley Beck on TikTok. My hashtag is Survivor Secrets, though, so they could follow that as well if they'd like.
Yeah. So, okay, for one, I have to know obviously you're on Survivor, but what made you want to brand your TikTok dedicated to Survivor? Like, what was it that was like, bam? Because you were already on TikTok, but you weren't necessarily having that brand or that niche.
You know, what it really was I recognized that I was trying to do all these 8 counts that the 13-year-olds were doing, and my body doesn't move the same as it once did once upon a time.
Yeah.
So I recognized that social media is very niche based. All you got to do is land in on one thing, and then people are going to latch on to that. So I was like, okay, what do I know? What do I like to talk about? I'm obsessed with Survivor. It's also really important for me as a Black woman to bring Survivor to the community, because when I wanted to try out for the show, my mom was like, Black people don't play that. That's a white people show. And she's right. She is. True. And I said that in my audition and they all cracked up. I think that's what really got me cast. But I feel like, you know, I just wanted to bring that aspect of having an indoor girly girl and showing that if I could do it, anybody could do it. So what I did was I just wanted to go live on TikTok, but you can't go live on TikTok unless you have 1,000 followers, which is very bizarre. So I just posted something like joking. I was like, I guess y'all don't like me on here. I just wanted to tell you guys and help you out with Survivor, but I guess you don't like me. I woke up and I had like 100,000 followers the next morning. And I was like, I was like, if you guys want any Survivor secrets, and I just hashtag Survivor secrets, not even thinking about it, not even like trying. And I feel like, you know, those are the times when you hear that all the time. Like I wasn't even trying. I was just doing something for fun. And it was genuine. It was genuinely just for fun. And, you know, with my season, I don't know if you guys watched or not. Blair, I know you did. Sadé, I don't know if you did, but we had a lot of controversy on our season.
Yes.
And so this allowed me to take my game back into my hands and show the world who Lauren was, because Lauren didn't have nothing to do with that. Lauren didn't know nothing about that. And I don't want to be included in that. And I feel like TikTok is giving me a chance to show the world who Lauren truly is through something that Lauren loves, which is Survivor.
Yes.
So if I can even dial it back for a second, in the beginning, why did you first join TikTok? And then can you tell me, now that you've like found your kind of niche, then like what is the strategy going into it? Because I feel like for a lot of us, especially if you're older, you're not Gen Z, you're kind of like, I guess I'll do a dance, or I guess I will do a funny skit. It seems like those are the 2 options when you first are on the app. You're like, okay, I just lip sync or I'm gonna dance. But then you kind of feel your way out. So like, why did you first join? And then tell me, what is the strategy now?
I love that question. So I think the main reason I started because I was bored in the pandemic and I just wanted something to do. And I was tired of seeing all these TikTokers, and the renegade dance was the one that I continuously kept seeing. And I was like, okay, I'm
Shout
ready.
out to Jalea Harmon.
Yes, shout her out. Yes, please. Yes, give her credit. And that's something I hope we do cover.
We got it.
girl.
Okay, so I was like, let me get on TikTok, and that's the thing too. You're absolutely right, Sade, when you say that, you know, Gen Zers, they sort of have an edge in the way that they can do different things that we can't do because we look too old doing them. But they forget that we started this shit. We started instant messenger and doing dance routines. So I think that was the appeal as a millennial. And then going into it, I just found a community, and I don't know if this is because more so Gen Z is on it, but I found a supportive community. I found people that weren't looking to tear me down, but were looking to lift me up, and people are embracing each other for their weird things and their quirks. I find myself not editing my videos when I mess up, and I'm a perfectionist, okay? I find myself just being like, you know what? People love human moments. And I think that's what's keeping me there. I feel like it's a human community, especially during the pandemic. It's making me feel connected. I've made so many friends. Listen, when this shit does end, I'm going to meet up with so many different women, powerful women. You know, when I grew up, Blair, you know this, I grew up in Michigan around all white women. I didn't have strong women of color around me. And it's so nice to be able to have that and to feel support and not feel judged for how I am and the way that I am. So yeah, I love TikTok.
Yes.
So now, even moving forward, is there a strategy that you adhere to more so?
So yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, you guys, I think with TikTok, and I know it's quantity, not quality. And that's the unfortunate thing about it, because everybody wants their stuff fast. Going forward, the strategy for me is ultimately, you know, I want to be a host. So I need to sort of segue that into my Survivor Secrets, which is sort of what I've done. So they just added this new feature as of yesterday where you can go live now with people. So Bet, I now am going to.
Well, now I just know this because I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they
Okay.
so they literally just did it yesterday. So guess what? My show is now Survivor Secrets Live. On Sunday, I'm going live for an hour with my first contestant or castaway. She's a fan favorite. I'm going to interview her. I'm going to post a little teaser tomorrow. Let them know. I think, you know, so many times we hear these stories like on Ellen, like Tabitha Brown, you know, we hear these amazing stories of people. And I think TikTok is just allowing us a chance. Like even Sade, I don't follow you, I don't think on TikTok, but Blair, like you've landed on something that is so great. And Sade, I will follow you. I don't know why.
I was like,
yeah, it just dawned on me. But
you just forget. It's cool.
But that's the thing that's so great is like even with Blair, like and you, like we can really hone in on our craft and highlight those amazing things about ourselves, and we have all the control over it. And that's what I love. So going forward, the strategy is to continue to highlight Survivor while highlighting what I want to do in life, which is be a television host. So yeah.
Yes. I think the craziest thing about TikTok is I'm finding, because I'm still new to TikTok. I've only been on it for like a month now, but I find that some people aren't being organic, and I feel like some people aren't being authentic. I mean, you see people in real life and their personas on TikTok are way different, but knowing you are 100% yourself. So how do you stay true to yourself on a new platform like that? And then do you ever feel inclined to be different because of these different trends?
That's exactly why I was not going viral in the beginning, because I was trying to be like everybody else. I was trying to do and no, Lauren, that is not me. And I look like I was trying, like, what are you doing? No, I pulled a muscle. I was a mess. So I feel like for me, and maybe this has more to do with my Survivor experience. I just really wanted people to know the real me. So I think that's why. And I think because for us three, we're using this as a business tool. And so I think that it's important to be authentic in that way, to show that I can be professional, to show that I can ask questions and show that I can interview. And it is a trap. And I have a lot of friends who, you know, a lot of people actually reached out to me from the Survivor community once I went viral, being like, oh, can you post me? And it made me feel, because like I have a hard time setting boundaries with people, and I love people and I want to help people. And so I had to just say, you know, this is for me right now, and I have to figure out where I want to take this. I'm not saying no, but listen, you don't know how much hard work I put into this. I spend 8 hours commenting back to people because they took the time to comment to me. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like it's a trap, and it's hard to not stay true to yourself, but I'm trying to remain true to myself. So that way I just feel like I want my content to be genuine. You know, I don't want to put something out there that's not real. I just put a video up of me dancing, I almost fell on my ass, but that's me, you know, like that's who I am. So yeah.
And people want to see those bloopers though. That's what
They do. They don't want a perfect, and even with hosting, they tell us that all the time. Stop being cookie cutter. They don't want hello and welcome to Entertainment Tonight. That is out the door. They want real people that are relatable, that can have a conversation. That's who we all are. So I just feel like this just gives us a platform to do that. I think real recognizes real, and the fake eventually will subside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And, you know, on that topic, even of authenticity and, you know, being true to the content you put out, how much of your content do you decide, like, maybe I'll do a trend, maybe I won't? Like, what kind of, I guess, trends appeal to you? And then we're also going to get into attribution, which is a huge issue. So when you look into trends, are you like looking like, okay, I'm going back through this to find the original creator? Like, am I citing right? What are your thoughts on that?
So now that I am a verified creator, I understand what that means to someone like me at the beginning that only had 500 followers. So if you created a dance and you took the time, and somebody with 100 million followers is doing that dance and they did not credit you, I have to tell you guys a story. I just did a collaboration with Juicy, and I was so excited. It meant the world to me because I was a little girl. I love Juicy. I was obsessed. Okay. And that's another thing too about influencing. I'm trying to be more in line with what I really want to do instead of just being like free stuff. Anyway, so the dance that I did, I had on a Juicy thing, and I sent it to the people that asked me to do the collaboration with them for Juicy. And I was like, but listen, you guys need to tag the DC for this dance if you put this on Juicy's page. So, and he is a black man, a black gay man. He lives in North. I don't know him from Tom, Dick, and Harry, but you know what? I hope that in the long run that somebody looks out for me in that way and make sure, like, why shouldn't he have that credit? And I said to him, I said, you know, in the past, I didn't tag DCs because I was embarrassed of the moves I was doing. I didn't want them to see me mess up their dance. I was like, and I always joke, like, I look like an 8th grade cheerleader. I'm like really trying hard. But I think it's important to give credit where credit is due. And it's so easy for these creators. And even something as small as a trend, it might seem so minor, but it could blow up somebody's account. And if they created it, they deserve the credit. Point blank, period. You know, there's nothing around it. And I have a friend named Jay. He's a black creator. He made a dance. All these creators did it. And then he went off about it, being like, listen, none of you guys gave me my credit. They came for him. You're old. It's not that deep. No, you know what? It is that deep. You know why? Because these dancers are getting paid to do his dance that he created. That's
he took
not
the time
right.
to create that.
He took that's time is money. That's not right. And then to come at him sideways when he says, look, this isn't cool. It is that deep, because if you did an assignment and then turned it in with somebody else's name, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah. So I just feel like people need to get out of that. People are so quick to be defensive. And I think TikTok is getting a little better with that, where people are being a little more understanding. Yeah. And when people are being called out, they're like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. I was wrong. And I'm grateful for that. But I just think give credit where credit is due. Yeah. That's it.
You know what I feel like it gets a little dicey is because a lot of these kids, I feel like for some people that they love, automatically they're like, give credit. And then for somebody that they're not totally, you know, impartial to yet, they're kind of just like, well, you know, it's not that serious. And it's almost this sort of like stan mentality or like stan behavior I see. And I'm just like, no, it should be same across the board. I also wonder if it's the approach. Like if they just don't like feeling personally called out or attacked because they know what they did was wrong. But I feel like you guys are growing adults. You're on an app. You're on the internet. You need to start to understand attribution now. You can't just be like, oh my God, I'm 18. I didn't know. Or I'm 16. I didn't know. From grade school, we've been taught that you shouldn't copy someone's homework. So this is the same deal.
Absolutely. And I don't, that naive card is very icky to me. It's like, you know, we know what we're doing. If you're on TikTok, you know what you're doing. So
we know.
We know. And so I agree.
I think TikTok's going to change the way like creators dancing. I think it's going to change like people getting credit and like suing people. Like, you took my dance, you got all this money for me taking this dance. I think it's going to change laws, honestly.
Absolutely right. And I think that's fair because if you look at somebody who has a dance career, you know, I'm sure you guys have friends that are
Oh
dancers
yeah.
in LA. It is difficult to make a career as a dancer. You age out, your body don't work the same. Like there's a lot of things.
Sure.
So let's say you create this dance on TikTok, you get 4.6 million likes, and then every time Dick and Harry is doing your dance and you don't get the credit and you've been dancing for 30. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's not right.
It can launch careers.
It could launch that could change somebody's life. And see, even though I'm on the small fraction of the scale, if there's a chance where I can do anything that might put somebody on, like my survival coach, I try to tag him and everything. If that's going to help him get a little bit of business, so be it, you know?
For sure.
We all got to win together. That's how I feel.
For sure. And that's the mentality winners have to have. And I feel like, I mean, there's a lot of people I'm sure that have made it that don't do that, as we hear all these stories, especially living in LA. But I think it's important that you're doing that and you're learning from other people's mistakes, whether they see it as mistakes or not.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, it's such a misconception, I think, especially in the industry that we are in. Everybody's competing against one another and nobody wants anybody to get ahead. And it's like, calm down. What's for you is for you. What's for them is for them. Lift your friends up, build them up. You don't know. Listen, mark my words. In 20 years, the three of us are going to be somewhere like Oprah, Gail, laughing, doing our own thing with our own show. And I think that it's important to be that way. You can't, people that aren't like that, I can't, I'm good.
It's all about like, I attest to this so much because I don't understand. And since living in LA, like, I don't understand how people can be so selfish where they think they are like, oh, it's just about me. Like, why would you want to go through this journey alone? Like, wouldn't you rather like grow with someone and experience like the success together, whether it's money or the memories?
That is sort of what social media has created, this beast of like me. Look at me, selfie.
I say that all the time.
All the time.
Culture.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about anybody else. I said to my friend the other day, she wrote me a letter. I was like, oh my God, that is so thoughtful. Thank you. People don't do human stuff like that anymore. It's just me, all eyes on me. And now everybody's got $1,000 camera in their pocket. So that's what it's going to be. Social media has really mess with us.
Yeah. And I feel like we're also hyper exposed. Like it's crazy when you can think about how like years ago you had to memorize your phone number to your house. I don't even know if these kids know the phone numbers to their house, but like we had to memorize it, right? And now you have
home phones. What you talking about?
Right? They don't even have home phones.
Everybody's high moments, right? Because no one's really showing you, you know, what their pain. And when they do, it's often curated.
And that is another thing that I know. And I understand that though. It's one of those things where it's a very weird, like scary place. And it is alarming to me, some of the stuff that I do see, because, you know, there are young kids that are like sponges and are just soaking up this information. And I don't know, sometimes it's about having the appropriate outlet. And yeah, I hear you on that 100%.
You know, like on that note too, I just wonder because I know for me, when I'm creating content, I feel like really mindful of the audience that I have, more so than any other app. Because one time I was on live and a girl was like, I'm 9. And I was like, 9? I was like, I'm what? Like, how many times older than you? I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually scary. So for you, when you create your content, and when you're about to post, tell me what is going through your mind, especially when it comes to the audience, because the age range on here is insane to me. When I found out someone was 9,
I am very cautious of what I post. I'm very cautious of what songs I dance to, because these lyrics on TikTok are salacious, honey. Let me tell you this. My child, if I had one, would not have TikTok. I don't care how old you are. I think it's too racy. I think the jumping is too much. It's just too much. I am very conscious because I'm a professional of what I do on TikTok. Yeah, I'll have fun, I'll dance, I'll twerk a little bit, but like, I'm not, shaking my ass, bending over, twisting it around, I'm not doing all that. There's some very inappropriate gestures that are done. I'm very aware of not swearing on there because I just don't want to be, that's not, yeah, I cuss, whatever, but like, I was a nanny. I know that there are little kids that follow me that I used to nanny. So I have to be very cautious of the what I'm putting out there, and the feedback that I get back generally is really good. As of late, I've been getting a lot of cameos booked from parents, from their children. And that to me is most recently, I've been auditioning for a lot of like kids game shows. And because I was a nanny, like, I feel like that's sort of where I'm supposed to be. And those cameos just validate for me that I am being that respectable, role model that isn't just shaking her ass on TikTok for I just think some of the songs on there, I don't know if parents realize what is going on. I had to check my niece the other day about something she did on TikTok, a transition where she moved the head, and I was like, no.
Oh, no.
I was like, we will not be doing that.
No, there are a lot of there's a lot of like thirst trap content on there, which actually disturbs me, and I'm just like,
the dick print.
Yes.
That, or like sometimes girls, I can tell they're purposely wearing like certain types of clothing to do a certain type of dance.
Yeah.
And
well, that is the connotation. That is, they will literally put in the comments, put on different shorts, and I bet you'll blow up. And see, like, I even this video that I literally just posted, I like, you guys can watch it. I like got down and I was just like dancing, and I thought
You almost
to myself,
fell, yeah.
huh? Did you see it?
When you almost fell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see it? Okay. I was like, maybe I should, but it's not bad, right, Blair?
No.
It's not like I'm not doing too much. I'm not shaking my, but Sadé, there was a thought there of like, what am I doing? Let me make sure. But they encourage one another to dress sexy, crop tops and short shorts and hike them up and show your booty. And, I think when you're a certain age and you want to do that, you're an adult, do you? That's okay. Yeah. I don't believe that parents are aware of what their kids are up to and some of the trends that I see. I want to reach out to some of them and be like, girl, you were 13. Stop.
Yeah.
Or possibly younger.
And that's scary because there are creepy people on the internet.
Yes.
And we can't do anything about it. And so that's the thing. Like, I'm very conscious. Like, listen, I am that bee. If I see something that like shakes me to my core and I like see something like a kid doing something, I'll try to find the parent and I'll send an email and I'll just be like, listen, this is what happened. Because
save that kid's life, girl.
You got to, because I would never forgive myself if something like you just don't know. And there's just so many weirdos out there. And if I see weird comments, I'm the first to be like, how old are you? What are you doing? And social media has given people just the feeling like they could just say whatever they want, do whatever they want, talk.
You're going right into my next question, girl. I wanted to ask you, how are you dealing with the trolls? Because obviously with an account as large as yours, if you're upwards of like 200,000, I can only imagine, because I get some troll hate and I'm just like, so how are you dealing with it? And what, I guess, is your approach to it? Because again, you've got this wide range of an age group that's like, is this person someone weird that's like 42 that hates me? Or was this just some kid who's jealous that you were on Survivor?
And that's the hard thing. I think Survivor helped me get thicker skin because of all the awful things that people say about you when you're on national TV. I'll have to tell you, I had my first experience with a troll a couple of weeks ago, and I had posted a tutorial, like I partnered with Shein, cute clothes, right? And girl, let me know if you want to partner with them. I'll hook you up. Give me the email.
Period.
We'll do it. And Blair, if they have men's clothes, we could do that too.
They do, girl. I want to see that.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, we hook it up. I'll send you guys the contact.
Okay.
So yes, we got to help each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a thing with them, and this girl comments on there and she's like, just so you know, they work in sweatshops. You shouldn't purchase from this brand and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you need to calm down. First of all, don't you think what I said to her was, don't you think the right approach would be to let somebody know before accusing them of doing something that they have no idea? Because what the comment was, you really said, yes, you really said, quote unquote, yes, I support sweatshops. I said, where did I say that at? and don't try me. So then she tried to go into this whole thing, and I said, listen, the next time you want to let me know something, that's fine, but don't come on here on my page and post negativity. I was like, we need to practice more positivity in 2021. This little, you know what she did? She made a video with my comments, hold up, in the background, saying, guys, this is Lauren Ashley Beck from Survivor. And I told her that this brand was bad. And she went on a rampage, which was ridiculous. She went on a rampage and blah, 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 blah. So in that moment, that was my teachable moment. I will never respond to a troll again. You're going to get blocked. But guess what happened? And I actually felt bad about this. I didn't have to say anything else to her. They reported her account. Her account got blocked.
Oh, period.
Which I feel bad because I said to this little girl, Nat, she follows me. And she was like, Lauren, her account's deleted. And I was like, oh, no, I didn't want the girls. But she shouldn't have came for me like that because I am a nice person. I don't like, she could have just came to me correct and said like, hey, and I researched it. And there's been a rumor that is not the case today. And I also told her I was going to reach out to my contact there. So it's not like I just breezed it over and was just like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I was genuinely like, okay, don't try to come for me. And that's the thing. And I do feel bad because there is that.
You shouldn't.
No.
There's that, but there is that stan culture that you were talking about, Sadé, where one person sees that, and if they like you, they're coming for you, and that's it. And she's a young girl, you know, she had her hair buzzed. I don't want any hate. Going forward, my approach is blocked. Blocked. No, you're blocked. You're off my page. You're done. I'm not even giving you the chance to look at my stuff. I just feel like why are you doing it?
Yeah.
And then this is the other thing. They Reddit is huge in Survivor community. So they post all my stuff on Reddit and talk all kinds of, you know what, and they don't like Black people on Reddit. They talk so much trash. They don't like Black people on Reddit. So now all of a sudden they like me. Oh, Survivor's trendy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. But they still like, they go in on you. They say horrible things. And now I just have to know, I know who I am. I'm a good person. I care hard. I love hard. When I'm passionate about something, that's who I am. And I just feel like I just have to run with that. I will no longer be responding to trolls. And I feel so bad for teenagers because how can they deal with that? There's this little kid named William. There's this 30-year-old man posted a video saying the R word, saying that it wasn't a slur. Over and over and over, saying that it was not a slur. So he was like, Gen Zs are so sensitive, canceling this word. And I wrote on there, not just Gen Zs, millennials too. This little boy that I follow made a video about it. He's like 16. He was like, you know, it's just not nice, blah, blah, blah. He's this gay kid. He's so cute. And this old man made a video of the little boy in front of him being like, hey, William, like this man is like 35 years old, making fun of him. It went viral. So he messaged me being like, Lauren, it's so difficult to do. I couldn't imagine being 16 years old having to deal with that. And that is the stuff that I don't like about TikTok.
It's bullying. It's literally bullying.
It's bullying.
In a creative way.
In a creative, in a creative, you know, my nanny boss.
That replied to video comment.
And that's what it is.
Reply with video?
Right, they do. That's what they reply with. That reply with video is dangerous.
No, I used it once because somebody said that I was nothing. And then I was like, I commented back to them and I said, I am not nothing. I was like, you know, please like go learn to love yourself. And they had the nerve to comment back again. They're like, yes, you are nothing. I should give proper backstory because I was just like pissed right now.
This was the Chris Evans stuff though,
so
right?
It was only Chris Evans interviews. Yeah. Somebody said like, oh, he's the lucky one in this situation. The person was like, no, he's not. She's nothing. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to interject there because you're not going to be on my account and call me nothing. So I was like, no, I am not nothing. I was like, please, you know, go somewhere to learn to love yourself. And then other people commented back and were just like, no, she's not nothing, blah, blah. This person comes back and says, yes, she is nothing, because that's Chris Evans and blah, blah, blah. And you are nothing to the person who commented to defend me. And then they said, I am nothing. Like the person who wrote it said they were nothing compared to this man. So then I was just like, this is just weird. So I replied to the comment with a video because I was just like, no, first off, you're not going to get away with calling me nothing a bunch of times on my own account. But two, you're not going to come on my account and call other people nothing. And then I thought, you need some self-esteem because you're calling yourself nothing. So I made this video about how like just like, you know, this isn't acceptable, but like you need to learn to love yourself. And I thought, okay, this would be nice, this would be great. And then everybody low-key starts going back to this person and is like, what is wrong with you? Don't talk to her that way. And it was a little bit of
because they love Sadé. They were standing you. They were not about to let him come for you.
I was like, I just made a self-love video.
Sadé has her own version of the barbs.
Yeah, she got her barb.
Video. We comment F you. We're like, and I was like, oh no. So I know what you mean, where it's like, okay, now I'm gonna be a little more cautious about.
Just like, it's like, what am I gonna give? And my friend with the dance, he was like, Lauren, what are you gonna give your energy to?
Oh, exactly.
You verify what you gonna give your energy to, and that put it into perspective. Not them. I'm not letting them live rent free in my head. I got too much going on, so no, absolutely not. But I do feel for the children. And you know, this is the thing. It's not like kids can go to their parents and be like, Mom, this happened on TikTok. They're not going to understand that. Parents aren't going to, they're going to be like, what are you talking about? So it's unfortunate. And for that reason, that is why I want to try to be a positive role model, because if I can help somebody that is sad or whatever, there's this little girl, I'm not going to say her name, but she's going through it. And we're friends. Like she's 13 and she is struggling with being a teenager and like has a lot of body issues. And, you know, we connected over Survivor, but I try to talk to her, you know, she'll reach out to me and say different things. And I try to let her know, because I just wish I had that growing up. You know, I wish I had somebody that I could reach out to, you know, that would tell me like, it's not that big of a deal and it'll all be all right.
Period. Whew. This was some real.
We just got a little heavy for a moment.
Yes.
Kumbaya. All right, so let's go back real quick to the brand, because one thing that I'm learning from you, Lauren Ashley Beck, my TikTok teacher, my triple T, is that you are not in a pigeonhole when it comes to the Survivor Secrets. Because I know you're doing like you're like on what, episode 300?
Yeah, I stopped doing count.
Girl,
yeah. But
I stopped counting.
But now you're doing certain things where you're like judging certain contestants, like that were hot then, are they hot now? You're asking questions for people that have advice about if they want to be on Survivor, what they need to do. How did you decide to kind of, even though having the brand of Survivor Secrets, but how did you really like add that web connection of having a bunch of different things going on, but circling back to that one topic?
I just wanted to bring Lauren to Survivor. So when I'm out on the island, yeah, I have a husband. We're talking about who's cute, who was cute.
Oh, period.
Who I used to have a crush on. So I just thought, you know, there are all these different things. I saw this girl, Tinks, on TikTok doing Fashion Police. And I was like, oh, maybe I should do Fashion Police for Jeff Probst, because he wears the same outfits for the past 20 years. So that might be funny. So like, I was like, I'll just try it. They loved it. I think the Survivor community is starved for just some attention. They want to feel included. The Bachelorette has all these people doing like little like, oh, calling them daddy, or like fashion fails or the worst Bachelorette moments. Survivor deserves to have that too. Why not? And they're missing the mark with the younger community. So guess what? I'm going to give them what they need. They posted something on CBS they need to hire They need to hire you, bitch. Hello.
Wait,
they followed me on TikTok.
I saw that, but I have to say this.
You're planting the seed, girl. You need to.
I don't know if here's the thing.
They're watching you.
They're all my little stands, but see, I don't know if they're watching to make sure I don't reveal something I'm not supposed to, or if they're watching to like, you know, see, but all the little people.
Plant the seed.
They're watching you, Lauren. They're watching you because you are putting Survivor on the TikTok map. You really are. I hope Survivor is doing what you're doing.
And that's the thing. Like, I hope that I know for Gen Zers, because a lot of people that see my things, they're like, wait, Survivor's still on? Like, they don't even know. So I'm so glad that I can bring that to them, but do it with a little bit of Lauren. So let's talk about the cute guys. Let me make a funny video of me acting like Dora the Explorer, because somebody tried to roast me and call me Dora the Explorer. Well, guess what, bitch? I'm going to turn that into a positive and make a funny video. You know, it was stupid, but it was hilarious. Like, and guess what? Now, every single time I go out and do something, I'm going to be Dora. That's what I'm going to be. And it's really, it has created a life of its own. And it's just has allowed me, again, to take my experience back and just make it what it should have been. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten emotional on my lives on TikTok because Survivor means so much to me, and to be recognized as my heroes and the people that I looked up to was something I was robbed of. So to now have that feels really, really good. Really good.
Before you post, do you have like a schedule? Like, are you like, I'm posting every single day, I'm only posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Like, how is like
No,
what is your
you got
strategy?
to post every day because these kids today, it's kind of like the idea that wasn't fleshed out with Quibi. Go ahead, Sade, were you going to say something?
I just said help. I know you're supposed to post every day. I'm like, help.
There's this trending sound right now that's like, I'm supposed to post every day. What am I supposed to post? Like, what do I post? And that's the thing. Kids want it now. It's like the thing with Quibi, in your hand, fast, ready to go, 10-minute show, boom, done. That didn't work. But 60 seconds, let's make it happen. I mean, no shade on Quibi, but we wanted that opportunity. But guess what? God always has a plan. Does he not? Does he not? Okay. So I just feel like they want content fast. So 2 to 3 times a day is my thing. Every single day you have to. You know what I started doing though? Because it did start feeling like a job because we don't go anywhere. So when I would get ready and put my makeup on, like, guys, you know what I did before I just hung out with you?
You made a TikTok, girl.
I filmed 10 TikToks to post.
10?
10.
I plan to film some after tonight because
you look
I'm not wasting this makeup.
Yes. When you're ready, you look amazing. Do it. You do. You always look beautiful. Blair, you too.
Oh, girl, you don't have to tell me. I know.
You all but let melanin glow, okay?
But you have to. That's it's called batching your videos. So that way, and shit, sometimes I might put on a different outfit. We're gonna act like it's a different day. You gotta finesse the system. That way you can sit in your pajamas because sometimes it's important to post. Okay. Well, we're recording right now. When we log off, I gotta tell you guys, I need to help you out. I gotta tell you some things.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
We're done soon, girl.
Yeah, we need, because I gotta make sure, I gotta see my people win. But what I want to say for the podcast is I think that it's just important to be consistent. Your viewers want to see you every day, even if that means just going live for the day. If you can, and you have 1,000 followers, go live and talk to you do, Blair.
I know I do. She does. Yeah. She has more, but yeah.
Yeah, but you see, like, just be unique. Listen, when you post about your interview with what was the interview you posted and I was cracking up? I forgot what it was. Let's just use Proud Family because that should be viral and I don't know why it isn't. I can't put my finger on it. I would go live after you post something like that and then talk about the experience. Talk about being on the red carpet. Talk about what it's like. Show people. See, it's so unfortunate for us because we can't really showcase what we really do because there's no events right now. But I know you both have footage and you both have, you videos of you selling the
ways to
chop all that stuff.
That's what I've been like kind of getting more accustomed to or trying to do, even though there's part of my brain that's like, this is more work to do. But I do think that it's so much more fun.
And you, especially because you have so many amazing heavy hitters on your reel, you should be posting a clip every day. I would post 2 to 3 clips every day and just post, make your own, you have your own hashtag Sadé Spence TV host, whatever, make it your thing. So people are going to you. And you both have that where people are going to want to go and they're drawn to you. They're following you. I was the same way because I've been posting like old shit, like old videos, old things. Like last year I was on Survivor, they love it. They're eating it up. They love it. They don't even know. Half the people,
time is a construct to them.
Half the people I don't even think have watched my season. I really don't think so. They just like it. It's just fun, like it's just fun. And I think if people feel like they're getting to know you, which both of you are very good at doing on camera, then you're going to succeed.
Yeah. So like taking all that into retrospect, then what is your favorite part of TikTok?
My favorite part is the community. Like I feel genuinely accepted there. And I feel, it's kind of sucks because like TikTok could be pulled out from under the rug from any of us. So I'm trying to make sure I got like real opportunities out of the deal. But I love the community. I love the strong women that I've met. I love the young like kids that I've met that have said so many wonderful things. And I love that I've been able to showcase that it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter like what you like to do. If you put your mind to something, you can do it. And I think that's what I think that's how I am in life with everything that I do. And that's what I want to put out there. So yeah, I love TikTok. I would be devastated if it went away tomorrow.
Yeah. And building a community I think is so important. Have you found a way though to move your community, some members from TikTok over to your other platforms? How is that going for you? Because I've heard people say it doesn't really work for me, or it does once you really blow up, but even not that many.
That's exactly what it is. It doesn't translate the same. A lot of them are like, you need to do a show on YouTube. But I've already done that, and it doesn't translate. It just doesn't. I just feel like you have to have a certain amount of followers in order for it to translate. And I believe that number is 1 million before it really translates. Like, I think that it's that high.
Well, you know what? I've heard that once you're over your 200,000 mark, you're on your way to 1 million. So,
well, shit.
Go for it.
You're almost there, baby girl.
Let's go.
Lauren, you gave us advice, and I'm not giving you advice, but something that as a host to host, you mentioned that you're going to do lives with other Survivor contestants on Sunday, lives, because that's a new feature.
Yes.
I think, even though you said cross branding on other platforms, I think rather, you do a live with them and you answer your fans' questions on TikTok. And then what if you did like an after show, kind of like what Andy Cohen does on Watch What Happens Live? Like, even if it's just 10 minutes.
You're absolutely right. Blair, I have a problem with not feeling like I'm enough by myself. If that makes sense. So I, for some reason, always, even though I practice my craft and I study and I work hard, I always want to have someone else. And I don't know if that's a crutch. That's something that I want to work on in 2021.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. You're not wrong.
Thank you for the realness and opening up, because that's what Over the BS is all about, where me and Sadé, we've shared things that maybe we don't feel comfortable sharing, but maybe someone else needs to hear it. So I appreciate you saying that, because I think a lot as many followers as you have, a lot of people don't think that you feel that. They see your 300,000 followers and they're like, oh, she's fine. But we still all battle with certain things, Yeah,
absolutely. And that's the thing, like, I want people to remember, like, just as quickly as these followers came, they can go just as quickly as a blue check mark. My mother-in-law was like, I was like, oh my God, I got my blue check mark on Instagram. And she was like, what do you have, a blue glow around you? And I was like, she just put it into perspective, because now I feel dumb. Like, what?
Yeah, it doesn't
low-key drag.
That doesn't mean anything. And it makes me so sad. There was this little black girl the other day. She reminded me so much of me. She had thick bifocal glasses, so cute. And she's like, I just want to go viral one time. I followed her. I sent her a message and I said, listen, let me tell you something about going viral one time. It's not all it's cracked up to be. You're cute. You're beautiful. You're a good human in real life. That's what matters. And she messaged me back and she was like, thank you for following me. But I just think you just got to keep it real. You have to.
Yeah.
Now, you shared what you like about TikTok. What is something that you shared a little bit of what you dislike, but what's one thing that you really dislike about the app?
I would have to say the main thing is just pushing down Black creators. I feel like, unfortunately, and it's specifically Black creators. I see so many trends that started with a Black creator with the Renegade dance. We talked about it. This young girl, she didn't get the credit that she deserved. Why? She's overlooked. We are always overlooked. And I think that that's something in my mind, and I know you two have it as well, where it's like, I'm always going to be the hardest working person in the room. I'm never going to let that opportunity slip. And I just think that, I lost my train of thought, but I lost my train of thought.
But I mean, we were just talking about like what you disliked, and it was just that, the creators, Black, it's funny because when I think about the app, you think like TikTok. You have the creators who are predominantly all of the Black users, and then you've got the stars, the face.
Yeah.
And
Which
the
is
recognizable
the
face
of our lives.
Not a single one of them is Black. And the thing is, you don't even have to be on TikTok to know who the TikTok faces are. And that's a real issue, because that means pop culture and society has decided to brand these kids the face of TikTok, yet they don't actually do any of the innovation. They're clearly just the copycats. But that's no shade to them. They copy decently, but it's because of the color of their skin.
Not copy decently.
And I said decently because I know what they did to the Renegade. The original Renegade was fire, and they changed it because they couldn't do it. Everybody knows it. And when she made Renegade Part 2, a bunch of them were like, this isn't even good. It looks like helicopters. Everybody was like, just say you can't do it and sit down.
That's exactly what it is, but they will not give them that credit. They will not. And I feel like there's this new house called the Honey House, and it's a house of couples, older couples. You think there's a Black couple up in that house? And I said to my husband, I said, it's interesting that I didn't hear a peep about this Honey House. You got everybody else. There's 8 couples in there. They're all Caucasian. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but then in the Hype House, you have young Black creators creating dances, and then you got all the famous Caucasian TikTok stars pushing them, and then you got the Black person in the background, back here behind the face,
like almost a factory, as if a factory for free, creating these dances for you that you get to pump out and get all of the sponsorships for. Now, this isn't supposed to be a complete drag, but Addison Rae made the most money off of the app last year, and I believe it was $5 million.
Disney deals.
He doesn't create anything.
He does other people's exactly. That's exactly. But see, it's never. I don't believe that it's going to get better. Unfortunately, I am hopeful that it does. And I think that a lot of people are raising awareness to the issue. I mean, lately I've been seeing a lot of these videos where this is my original dance and this is what they did to it. So they'll post side by sides of the Black dance and then the TikTok version, and the TikTok version is like, like it's got no flavor, need a little bit of seasoning. And so it's heartbreaking. And this is the theme of life though, you guys. It's just translating over and showing up in different ways.
That's the one thing I really started to see when I started to use TikTok more. And it blew my mind in a weird way to think how we're in 2020 and we're seeing the same sort of mechanism that kept us down through our youth, through our parents' youth, through previously, how is it still being translated even on this level? Because this is all in the midst of BLM and all of these things that were supposed to be so transformative, yet it's still quite salient when it comes down to paying creators. How is this still a thing? And
I agree.
For some reason, it seems to kind of still fly under the radar because it's clearly being pushed. If CAA wants to book, or I think it was CAA wanted to book everybody in Hype House, they're letting it happen.
And that's it. Just from clout, from being in the Hype House. It's horrible. It's so horrible. I will say though, one thing that I am hopeful for and what I see a lot of is these Gen Zers. I'm proud of how they think and where they're moving. And I'm grateful that they are our future. I don't know, you guys know Kellyanne Conway's daughter is on there. And she's
Claudia, I follow her. I love her.
Claudia is a saint. She's wise beyond her years. When I see, there's a couple more TikTokers like her, and I'm just like, damn, this is our future. Okay, I'll see you. And that, I think, is what makes me hopeful, because they will call out the racists. They will say you guys are not giving Black people credit. They will say, Kellyanne Conway, you're my mom, and where are you at right now? And what do you think about them taking over the Capitol? I like that. I think it will start with them. The change will start with them. And it's so sad that it took that long, but I think it will start with them.
And one thing that is really annoying to me is everyone, especially in Generation Z, is for Black Lives Matter. And I think it's important to remember that you cannot be for Black Lives Matter, but take away from Black creatives. That makes no sense.
And we are not a trend either. So on season 41 of Survivor, I do not want to see you highlighting the Black Lives Matter movement because we're trending. That is not a trend. You guys should have highlighted that shit a long time ago and made it okay for people of color to feel comfortable playing a game. Now they're doing 50% people of color. They've come out and said that. But it's why did that have to come out and be said? You should have just been doing it already, but we have to be the uncomfortable ones. We're always
same thing with The Bachelor, girl.
No, you read my mind, because I was about to say, Lauren, I know you are from the reality TV family. I know we're mainly talking TikTok, but what is your take on this new Bachelor?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I think that they used him as weren't they still in they were still in, because Tasia, who was before Tasia?
Claire.
Okay, who was before Claire? Who they had announced him way prematurely. Way when BLM
he was announced before Claire's season. I think it even started filming.
And why? For what? Because they wanted to prove that we're woke and we know what's going on. I don't like that. Now, I will say, I am grateful that he is the Bachelor and he is a front man. Because you can't, we can't pick and choose. I am grateful that they are highlighting him. I just didn't like the way in which it happened.
The timing
it should
of it
happened already.
It smells performative in here.
How long has that show been? Right. You hit
And
it on
before that, they only had one bachelorette, and that was Rachel Lindsay, who is very pissed at every reality show.
And she has every right to be. And then you get the second Black woman half a season. She don't even get a full season. And
she got the
She picked up Claire's.
She picked up the crumbs and made it better. And made it better, which we always effing do. We always make it better. That's what we do. We come in, we save the show. That's what we do. And I think that they are smart by doing this. I don't know. What do you guys think? They think they're drawing in like new Black viewers by having?
I don't think so.
I don't think they give a shit about that.
I don't think Black people care about The Bachelor.
I don't think they do either. My mom wouldn't sit down and watch that.
If they really did, why didn't they pick a favorite that everyone wanted, who was actually on a season? Mike Johnson. People were calling for him to be the Black Bachelor at the end of his season, which he competed in Hannah's season of The Bachelorette.
That's right. And then they made it.
So why did we decide to go with someone none of us know? And I almost feel like this is their own way of being like, look, guys, we tried, when they know it'll evidently fail. And in the first week, it had the lowest ratings that they've ever had.
Oh, did it? Did it?
Yeah.
You see?
It almost feels like a setup. It smells performative in here.
It does. And then they're gonna say we have the lowest ratings, so we can't do that anymore. Oh, that makes me so mad. See, it is a setup. And it should have been Mike. And you're right. I remember that. I watched Bachelor in Paradise, and I remember the whole uproar when it should have been Mike. This is all planned. They know what they're doing. They're trying to get, I don't know what they're trying to do, because they're not trying to get more Black people. So I don't know. It's just not. I don't.
You know, Nene Leakes from Real Housewives of Atlanta is like going at it with Bravo and Andy Cohen, because she's like, I made this show for what it is, and you guys have just been disrespecting me. Which Nene, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm a huge Real Housewives fan, but like, she's not wrong. Like, she deserves a freaking stock with Real Housewives, because without Nene Leakes, look at all the memes every day.
The memes are basically 95% Nene.
Every day we see a Nene Leakes meme.
Yep.
Period. Whether it's TikTok, Twitter, Instagram on the Explore page, Nene Leakes is something. Even if someone's making a funny video and they put her voice in it. So
even the way some things are written, all you have to say is, I saw a tweet today that said, America is the ghetto. When you read it, you know it's the ghetto.
I had an audition for a commercial to act like Nene Leakes. They wanted on the thing, it said young Nene Leakes. That's what it was for AT&T commercial. That's what they wanted. Young Nene Leakes. But see, this is the thing that's so sad. And I feel so bad for people of color, because she is the show. She's the table. She brought the show. But I feel like because we don't know what we need to do, and like, I feel like it would have been nice if somebody told her, like, you need to make sure you have your hand in this, this, and this before you start filming, okay? Because they can't do the show without you. But we don't know things like that. Somebody put me on and let me know that a lot of the Caucasian players that went back on Survivor that were asked back got $25,000. So bitch, guess what? If you ask me to come back, I need a signing bonus.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Add taxes.
Come on, asterisk. Wow. Come on, Sadé.
Yes, I love you, Blair. Oh my God. You were so silly.
Sadé.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, this was a very productive episode. I learned so much from you, Lauren. Thank you so much for being a guest. Before we go, please share your social media and, of course, your TikTok.
You guys can follow me at Lauren Ashley Beck. I'm on brand all the way, Facebook, Instagram. I don't do Twitter, don't do fleets, and TikTok, of course, at Lauren Ashley Beck. And I hope to see you guys on there.
Dang, a subtle drag on the fleets.
Oh my God, girl. You know what? I just realized that Fleet is like it's a brand, what is it? Where you can clean yourself. What is it called?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So gross. Anyway, we're going to move on. You can follow us at Over the BS Show on Instagram and Twitter. Also, if you guys would love, we would appreciate it. You guys would go to Apple Podcasts and give us a good review, and give us a nice little comment, But my name is Blair. You guys can follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, everything at I am Blair T.
And I'm Sadé. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Sadé A Spence. That's SADEASPENCE. And on TikTok at Sadé TV.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yes, we hope you guys have an amazing start to your 2021, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.